inspiration along with the tips and nuggets that you gave during our course were extremely helpful. Um, First suggestion really is about commitment. Uh, so you have to be committed. So the 25-day plan that you gave, that really worked well. What I noticed is that if you skip one day or 2 days, then you have to restart. It becomes very, very difficult to recall everything. And that happened with me. When we were taking the class with you from May 16th till May 20th, and after that starting the 25-day plan. I was really able to focus, but then after May 31st, due to some family event, I lost my momentum, basically. So that was it. Once I lost my momentum, I had to restart again. So starting June 12th, I started again, a reset of the 25-day plan, reading one chapter of, not even reading, skimming through each chapter of Rita Malkahi, one chapter a day, and solving the questions at the end of chapter from Rita Malkahi version 10, and alongside, following the notes from your classes that we had. So that was the plan until day 13 or day 14, and after that, I went forward with the 3 Udemy quizzes, those mock exams. I studied those and solved those. I didn't score very well. I think the first one was like, they were all somewhere in the 70 to 77% from what I remember. So the confidence was there. It was slowly growing, but I was also learning from my mistakes at the same time. So this got me to somewhere around, July 1st or July 2nd. So according to timetable, I went back and I said, okay, now is the time to book my exam. Let me book my exam. I'm sitting at day 22 or day 23, something like that. So I went on to PMI website, and I couldn't find any slot for the next 2-3 days. It gave me a slot of for July 21st, and my preference was to test inside the center just to avoid any kind of technical issue at home. So I said, okay, just I'll just take that opportunity. So now, when I booked my exam on July 1st or July 2nd, it was, and I said, okay, I have 19 days again. So what do I do? Because again, the toughest thing is to stay connected. Like you always used to say, right? That okay, you just have to stay connected even for 30 minutes or 1 hour. Just stay connected with the content. So then it struck my mind, okay, why don't I start studying Kim Heldman, a study guide for 2021 exam preparation. So I started the same approach with that book, one chapter a day, solving the questions at the end of the chapter. And I would highly recommend to study that book as well, after you guys, finish your preparation with Rita Malkahi and the Udemy quizzes. Why? Because in that book there are certain concepts with respect to agile, because a lot of the questions come from agile. And what I found really useful is that in the middle of the chapters in that book, in gray, they have highlighted certain nuggets by the name of exam spotlight. And
Exactly.
they really, yes, and they do tell you that how that concept may come in the exam. So that also, with your notes, it's, with what we study in the class, maybe you will prepare 80% or 85%. With Rita Malkahi, you will push it to 90%. With Kim Heldman, you will push it to extra 95, 99%. And the reason I recommend Kim Heldman is also that when I finished Rita Mulcahy, I started off the first 2-3 days just solving directly without even reading Kim Hellman, just solving the end of chapter questions inside Kim Hellman. There are 20 questions at the end of each chapter. But what I found was that I was getting 12 out of 20, 13 out of 20. So that was not really a big motivating factor. Then I said, okay, let me study, what is it in these chapters that's actually, that I'm not getting, and it's causing me, 8 questions being incorrect. So I started studying, and there were little gaps, little terminologies that, maybe I would have known the definition, but I don't really know what it's called. Like, for example, common causes of variance. It may make sense. I know what it means, but I don't know that terminology. that it's called common causes of variance. So stuff like that, was useful. And once I finished Kim Hellman, and then Imran bhai, I saw a note from you in our group that if you finish Udemy, I will send you three special mock exams.
Yes.
Those mock exams are actually from our Kim Hellman, right?
Kim Hellman, yes.
Yes. So I did two out of those three
They are
before
very difficult. They are very, very
they
difficult.
are they are difficult ones, and my score in the first one was 64%. And that day, this was 3 days before my exam, and I was like, oh man, am I even going to pass it? But I said, okay, now it's not the time to think that whether I can pass it or not. I have to pass it no matter what, because the date is there. I don't want to pay the price to reschedule it, and I just have to do it. So the first one I got 64%, but then again, I learned from my mistakes, just understood why I answered certain questions incorrectly. And the second exam, I feel I scored 78% or so. So that was better. So long story short, PMP exam is not one where you can have 100% confidence that, okay, now I'm ready to write the exam, or now I'm fully prepared, I know everything. It's not one of those exams. This is more like, you study to an extent, you make sure that you do a lot of practice questions just to be in that rhythm. You have to be, that rhythm is very important, by that comes by doing mock exams. Why? Because 180 questions in 4 hours is not easy. It gets very, very tiring, very, very tiring. And I've seen this.
Did you have break?
I took a break. I was taking break after every 60 questions. I was taking the allowed times period was 10 minutes. After every 60 questions, I was taking a break for 5-6 minutes. My time management wasn't the best, because I had learned from what I had learned from my mock exam is that I was missing information in the question, as a result of which some simple questions I was answering those incorrectly. So I spent some time reading each question 2 times. So for the first 60 questions, it actually took me 88 minutes. For the next 60 questions, it took me 82 minutes. So I was like 170 minutes, and the total time is 230 minutes. So for the last 60 questions, it was exactly 1 minute per question. And that was the most important part, where I had to constantly remind myself of, working with speed, but also trying to be as accurate. Because in those last 60 questions, if you start missing information or start making the same mistakes, you may not be able to pass. So that was something I was constantly reminding myself. But yeah, overall, once question number 180 was done, and I clicked next, and it said me congratulations, and I'm like, oh man, now I'm done. It
This
was
is
a
the
very
most greatest feeling, right?
yes, very pleasing. And here I am this weekend, just thinking the books are here, but I have nothing to do, right? Maybe I'll just go outside for a walk. The last 6-8 weeks have been, constantly studying, but I'm glad that it has paid off. So that's my learning journey there. I mean, you guys have any questions? I'm here
How
to
many
help.
questions you think, or which type of questions? Like Kim Hellman, what was the style? 50%, 60%? How many types of questions you found?
I feel
Similar, not
yeah,
100%.
yeah, I feel that, Kim Hellman and Rita, now looking back after studying from both these sources, the questions in the exam seemed easier than both of these. So
Uh-huh.
a lot of the questions I found were about, so in the people aspect, there was a certain theme. I was getting questions about, if you are a PM on a certain project. All of them were situation based questions, first of all. Um, so the question I was getting on the people part is that, if there is a team member who is not able to cope well, or who's not working well with others, then how do you do? Like, how do you deal with the situation? What would be your next step? So there would be options about escalating to the sponsor, escalating to the functional manager. But really, this is about you as a PM dealing with the team member, trying to understand his problem
Yes,
and
you're
trying to
ultimate
help.
responsible.
Yes, yes. So those, there were several questions on that theme. Another example was, I got some question about training and development. So if you are a project manager and your team member is not he's not technically capable, he's falling behind on the task, then as a servant leader, how do you help him? So, I thought that, I remember that, okay, yeah, as a servant leader, you are there to coach him, you are there for training and mentorship. So any
Exactly.
option around training and mentorship was easy to choose. I didn't get any question from earned value analysis. There was no, I didn't see any
No
question
network
from
diagram.
nothing. Yeah, no network diagram. Um, there were 4 or 5 questions about match the following. So I was given some personality type: introvert, extrovert, judgmental, and perceiving. And then I had to kind of choose the right, just match the characteristic with the
Character, yes.
personality type. Yeah. There was mainly there were questions around product owner, and as an agile PM, your customer is asking you for new set of requirements. So what would be your next step? Would you take the requirements and ask the team to just work on it? Would you take the requirements and put it in the backlog and get the PO to prioritize it based on value? Would you take the items and do the prioritization yourself? Those were some 3 4. So I thought the correct answer would be, yeah, you take it, you let the PO prioritize it based on business value. So there were a lot of the questions were around hybrid and agile, and all of them were situation based questions. I didn't get any numerical questions around earned value, even communication channels or EMV, expected monetary value. No questions from that.
So you think what a person need in exam? Study so much, or study as much as possible, and that's it?
Yeah, I feel just study, do your best. I think with Rita Malkai and Kim Heldman is more than enough. And then from my experience, like a lot of the questions seemed common sense. Why? Because you have to know the content to be able to relate the part of the answers. So you will have 3 or 4 answers, and let's say one answer will appear to be the right one. Why? Because the first part of it is correct, but then the second part of it will not be correct. Like, for example, you
Exactly.
will do something and then it will ask you to update the risk register. Why will I update the risk register if I'm solving a different problem?
Exactly. So you
So
have to
so
read the
that kind
answer
of
from whole.
yes, you have to read you have to read it again and again, just to make sure that it's you're selecting the right option. There were questions around a given situation, and then what would be the next thing that you would do as a project manager. So there were 4 options, and all 4 were the right answer. But the key word here is, what will be the next thing that you will do? So, you have to just make sure that in those 4 options, you just think about it, that, okay, if I were in that situation as a PM, then I would do maybe this as number 1, this would number 2, number 3. Just lay it out in your head and then choose that what seems to be the right logical way, and then choose that particular answer as the next thing you do. So there were several questions around what would be the first thing you would do, what would be the next thing you would do, but all situation based. And mostly in the question, it was asking either about agile PM or hybrid project, agile PM or hybrid project.
I will not ask any questions. Thank you very much from my side, Akif. You guys have any questions from Mr. Akif? You can ask directly. Otherwise, I have to close the call. So I've seen your line, mashallah, Akif. It's going almost to the end of above target. But I think you are
Yes.
95% correct.
Yeah, I have, yeah, maybe, I don't know. I mean, for me, at the end of the day, it was more like, I wish I could see the real score, what it is, but uh,
So
you
it's
know
almost 90% reaching, almost finishing the bar.
yeah, yeah, it was like that. But I don't know, is there any way we can see the score, because it just showed me
There is no
above target?
percentage at all. No percentage.
Right,
So do not.
right, okay.
So now you have to motivate your friend, which you bring with you,
Yes,
Ahmed,
I
right?
spoke,
Ask.
Ahmad. Yeah, I spoke with him. He just, he's in some, he's facing some personal situation. He had to travel now. He's moving houses, so but
Oh,
he's motivated to finish it off as
he got
well. Yeah.
excited now, right?
Yes, yes. I spoke with him, before you published the note in the group. I'm like, otherwise he'll be surprised that, hey, you passed it, and
You
how
didn't
come
tell
I
me
don't
before.
know? So yes, yes, yeah, no, but yeah, Ahmed is motivated as well, for sure.
Great.
And this
Perfect.
morning I spoke with Ibrahim from our group.
Uh-huh.
So I gave him some tips and tricks as well. So he's motivated to. He's been studying consistently. I just told him,
With the
all
benefit
you
of
need is.
WhatsApp group.
Yeah, exactly. So, the real thing is just being consistent. I mean, like anything in life, right? If you have to lose weight, you have to be consistent. If you have to achieve something, you have to be
Two,
consistent towards that
two
objective.
weeks. 2 weeks.
Yes,
This
two
is
weeks.
my, like, as I said, all those certifications I finished, the last 2 weeks are more important than anything else, whatever you've done.
True,
If you said 2 weeks
true.
quietly, do whatever you have as much as you can give 2 weeks. Burn yourself for two
Yes,
weeks. You are passed directly. No need to do anything.
yes,
But 2 serious
yes,
weeks, including 2 weekends.
absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. And for me, I mean, it's definitely very tough with work and family and whatnot. But really, after work, 2 to 3 hours a day is what I used to do. In which I would skim the chapter, I would solve the end questions at the end of the chapter, would try to study the ones that I have done incorrectly or answered incorrectly. But yeah, that's the cost of it. But yeah, once you clear it,
You feel
the
good.
feeling, yeah, you feel good, you feel a sense of accomplishment, you feel that, yeah, you know uh, it's a
Now, yeah,
very satisfactory
now
feeling.
take some rest and then go for the next one, whatever you want.
Yes,
Give yourself
whatever
one
you
or two
want.
months. But if you have a continuous journey, if you feel that yes, I want to do, so I think because
Yeah,
of Corona, this is the best time you can continue. Whatever time you want to take, but jump up, because if you will take more time, you'll be out of the learning concept what you are going through as of now.
true, true,
Because
that's very
since
true.
2020, I started, I think from September,
Yeah,
continuously going on. It didn't
yes,
stop.
yes,
So if you keep working, if you have a target, do it. Otherwise,
absolutely.
it's totally your choice if you want to survive. And I think in Canada, Australia, they have a good value of Agile and Scrum and PSM and so on.
True,
So hopefully
true. and
that may
and
work for
over
you as well.
here, yeah, so you're 100% right, Imran. But over here, in a lot of corporate companies, the whole management system is moving towards agile. So
Exactly.
we see a lot of, even from my own experience, the way we operate in our company, Bell Canada, there is a lot of focus on the Scrum framework. We operate in those 2 week sprint cycles.
And that's
So
it.
there is planning happening, sprint planning happening. There is a sprint review and retrospective happening. There is backlog grooming happening during the sprint. So we are getting very close to that model as a corporation. So there is a lot of direct application and learning to be had, and kind of the experience being complemented with certain certification, right? So it's
Yeah,
certainly very, very helpful for future prospects.
perfect. Great. Then thank you very much, Mr. Akif. Best of luck. I'll
Thanks a
see you
lot.
again. So you gave
Absolutely.
me, Alhamdulillah, all of those who gave me the reference. I think you came from Safa. So Alhamdulillah,
Yes,
Safa, she has passed, and now you have passed. And I
yes,
saw Ahmad with me and all those who have
inshallah,
passed. Great.
inshallah,
Thank you very much, Mr.
inshallah.
Akif, for your
So
time.
thanks a lot.
Have a good
Thank you,
one. I'll
Nanvi,
call
and
you back,
thanks team.
inshallah,
All
on
the best.
WhatsApp.
For sure, for sure.
Okay.
Thanks a
Take
lot,
care.
team. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Love.
Allah.
Thank you so much. It was
Thank
really
you very much,
educational.
guys. I'll see you next week then, okay? Saturday. Hopefully, someone will be 50% ready. So we can go for exam.
Bye, sir.
Great. Take care. Bye-bye.